Hi there, in this video I want to look at Fiverr success stories and whether you really can make good money on Fiverr. I've heard about this over the years, but I've always thought a Fiverr, a gig, whatever you do, you only get a Fiverr. I thought, it's not worth it. So I've never really looked into it deeply. But I found this article, I started looking into it and found this article by Forbes, and it's 3 people who make 6 figures a year, so that's $100,000 or more on Fiverr. And I thought I'd look a bit deeper into it. Now, one of my mottos is, if you want to do something, look for people who are successful and then copy what they do. Now, that's not people who say they're successful and tell you what to do. It's people who actually, you can see that they're successful and they've proved that they're successful, and then you actually follow what they do more than what they say. I thought I'd have a look into these 3 people and look at their actual profiles on Fiverr. So this first person is Charmaine, and it says here that she's earning $38,000 to $48,000 a month. So let's look a bit more. She started here in 2011, and then she was charging $5 for a resume revamp, so to make a resume better. And it says on average she was charging $15 a gig, and she got upgraded in, after a year, she got upgraded to level 2, and then in 2013 she started doing this full time. By 2013 she was making $15,000 a month. 2014 it increased by 100,000 for the year, and in 2015 she was earning 320,000 a year. So very good. It says that she sometimes charges $500 to $800 per resume. If it's an executive and it's going to take a long time, she'll charge that, but she also does them for graduates for $30. So another thing here, she works 50 to 55 hours a week, and she's got a tip here, which is provide exceptional customer service and deliver something extra, also keep in contact with them. Let's go to her profile here on Fiverr. And I just wanted, first of all, I just wanted to have a look and see if it was really true, because it does sound good money. It's not even a business that she's outsourcing to other people and got other people working for her. She's just doing this on her own. And it sounded a lot of money for that, especially using Fiverr. So I went to her first gig up here, and I thought, okay, she's got 1,000 people at $40 each, which is 40,000, but that wasn't what she was talking about. So I clicked on it. And if you look up here, it said actually 1,000 plus, and it's 10,000 that she's done. She's got 55 orders in the queue, and she's charging for a basic resume $40, and then standard $60, and a premium $95. So that's a lot more than $5. And even if we take 60 as an average, that's 60 times 10,000, which is $600,000. So I think it is true, she is earning that money. And so what I would do in this case, if I was doing something similar, doing resumes or writing for people, I would actually look at exactly what she's doing and try and copy her. I think you have to start, to build it up, you have to start lower, but then, yeah, do exceptional customer service, try and be better than everybody else and build it up. So I look at the second person, and this guy is writing, it's actually Amazon products that he writes. So he writes the text that goes with an Amazon product. And he's saying here that he started freelancing, and then he discovered Fiverr in 2014, or the end of 2014. And so the first couple of months he made $800 to $1,200, and then it snowballed, which I suppose is appropriate at Christmas. And it says that it's gone up to $10,000 to $15,000 a month. So if we come down here, it says that his average order is $60, and that even right now it's gone up to $100 a job. At first he did $5 gigs, so it seems that start low, and then as you get better you can start charging more. And now he averages about $150 or $200 an hour, so that's really good. Let's look at his tips down here. Persevere. And I would say that with anything, actually. I've learned that I heard something good the other day, and it talks about success. And most people think on the right is success, on the left is failure. And it's not actually. Success is on the other side of failure. So you have to fail many times and then get over those failures, and then you find success. And I found that with everything that I've done that's been successful, that it's taken me a good year to actually be successful at something and to earn good money. So I would agree with that. Persevere. Takes a lot of work and dedication, he said, and sometimes you have to work long days. Also to upsell everything. And I also read that on one of the other ones earlier, that you leave a contact there, so they contact you, and then you can offer some of your other services as well. So I think that's a good tip there. And again, he's saying here, start with $5 gigs. And once you've built up a reputation, you can start increasing that. Let's look at his profile then. So we can see here he's got 5 stars and more than 1,000 reviews. And let's click on, he's got 2 gigs here. So let's click on the first one. And it says it's Amazon product listings. He's done 1,700 of them, and it says here that the different prices are 50, 95 and 150, and he said he was getting an average of 100, which would be this one in the middle. So if we times that by 100, then that is $170,000, which is fairly in line with what he said, I think. That's just for the one, and he's also got another gig anyway on this one, which is talking about website copywriting. So he does that as well. So I think the figures they've given are pretty accurate, and it does seem that you can make good money. I'm sure that these are not the average person on here, but what I like to see is what's possible, and then if you copy them, then you can do as well as them, or you can get up near them. And these are not so long ago. So this guy, it was October 2014. That's 3 years ago, which isn't that long ago. And he's built this up. Let's look at the final one. And it's this woman who does voiceovers and is in Las Vegas, and she gets about $15,000 a month. She started in January 2013. Let's see if we can see some figures down here. Current revenue is about $15,000. For this year, I think this is, this was last year this was done. So this was done in 2016. And she was looking at $150,000 for 2016. And that's actually more than her previous job. It says that, again, start off offering something for $5, what you can do, 125 word video, and making explainer videos, which are like these cartoon videos. And it says start off like that, and then now she earns about $150 an hour and does about 250 gigs a week, which is a lot. So far she's done 20,000 gigs. That was between 2013 and 2016. So if we come down to her tips, then she says presentation's really important. Be as professional as possible, and also treat your clients well, because you never know who's going to be your best client. So let's go over to her profile. And I remember something she said earlier, and it was that you have to make a really good demo. So let's look at this first one and look at her demo.
Hi there, my name is Red Horrocks and I'll record any voiceover for you in either an authentic British or an American accent. I've worked on thousands of projects, including audiobooks, telephone systems, corporate videos, DJ drops, video games.
So that sounds pretty good. And we can see up here she's now done 18,000 different voiceovers, which is a lot. Over here you can see she only charges $5 per order, but there are lots of add-ons. So I think you can see them at the bottom here. Proofreading, fast delivery, commercial rights, broadcast rights, background music is another $15, split the files, additional words, and then it says here she can match the voice with the video, and that's 5 minutes is $50. So you can see that even though the basic gig is only $5, she can soon add a lot more money on there, and maybe over $50. So I think that's where she's earning so much money. So I think I repeat that saying that I said earlier, that a good way is to find successful people and to do what they're doing, because I think these people are successful and they're showing exactly what they're doing. So it's easy to copy. Now, you don't have to do the same thing as them. You don't have to make resumes or do copywriting or do voiceovers. There are a lot more things you can do, like writing articles or making videos. I think it's something really worth thinking about. And actually, if I'd read this article last year or before, then I might well have done this myself, because I was making videos, explainer videos. So I think I could have used this to actually make a business there. So I hope you found this useful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up here on YouTube. If you've got any questions or comments, and especially if you've tried using Fiverr to make money before, please leave those questions and comments below. If you're interested in working online and traveling, then that's what my YouTube channel is all about. I've been working online for 20 years, and I left England to start traveling in 1990, which is 27 years ago. So if those interest you, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.